Hello everybody and welcome to Animating with Cliff. My name is Cliff and welcome back. This series is where we take a step back and answer some questions that you guys have while watching some behind the scenes animation workflow of current videos I'm working on. So in this video I'm actually working on another animation. I know, how many animations am I doing? But this one is for a new series that I'm working on, another new series that I'm working on called Fast Fan Fights, where I want to do like a minute animation I can do like monthly. I think it would be cool instead of doing the 2 animations per year. Like I know I'm doing the animations for some of the other channels and doing some collaborations, but I think a nice consistent animation, well, like a monthly animation for my channel would also be good. So because Marvel Spider-Man is going to be pretty hot for the month of September, I'm actually going to be working on that and trying to get that out as soon as possible. So with this video, I want to give, I guess, some tips on how I animate fight scenes, or at least some tips for making them dynamic, I guess. But needless to say, fight scenes are fun, they're entertaining to watch, but boy, do they take time. You're in a sense doing more actions per second or even per frame of animation. The benefit to this is the sheer control you have over your character's actions, but the time consumption involved can really suck sometimes. So if you want to make fight scenes and they're going to take a while, it might as well be good. So the first tip is choreography. So to make the fights as dynamic as possible, you want to keep the characters always moving and always thinking. They should never really be stopping and letting the characters make a move on them unless they're recovering on something themselves. So it's not like one of those old like kung fu movies where, you know, like Bruce Lee or Jackie Chan is fighting one guy and then the rest of them are kind of just like, you know, dancing in the background. So every move should just flow right into the next one. And every move should feel as an individual decision made by the character, so keep in mind that each character is trying to hit each other and the responding character needs to figure out how to block or counter the move. Now tip number 2 is camera tricks. So I actually learned this trick from Jeremy over at Ismahawk to make my fight scenes a little more dramatic. So what it is that you have to have the camera go with the movement of the action that is happening with the characters. So in a sense, this is how it looks without any camera action movement, and this is how it is with it. It's a simply camera shake on the hit itself. You also want to delay it after the hit to mimic a realistic cameraman watching the action, as it wouldn't look realistic if it just followed all the actions right as it happened. And it isn't like a shaky cam like Jason Bourne style, but it's in precise movements. Third tip for me is slow motion. Now this is something I think is becoming a staple in my animations, which I don't mind. I'm adding a couple of slow motion sequences, and not like the Zack Snyder slow motion sequences where there's still a lot of action happening at the same time, but a single action slow motion scene that takes just about a second and slows down the pace. Not only does it look cool, but it adds a little bit more time to the overall animation, which is always fun. Now, don't turn into a Sherlock Holmes fight scene where every single action is slow motion just to extend the time of the animation, but 1 or 2 doesn't hurt. And we got some fan questions this week. Nothing But Animations asks, "You are awesome, and also who rigged that?" For Thanos, Darkseid, and even Daredevil and Kenshi, the rigger's name is Bicker, and I'll put his contact info down in the description. Eating Popcorn asks, "I was wondering if you do requests for a fight." Absolutely yes. I'm working on another series where I can do monthly animations, but on top of that I could probably do fan requests for that. For September I'm working on Marvel Spider-Man, but be sure to go ahead and put some requests for fights down in the comments below and I'll go ahead and look into them. Justin Meyer asks, "I also sometimes watch Netflix as I animate, though I find it slows me down a little bit. Is that the case with you as well?" Also, absolutely yes. I do like to watch Netflix when I'm animating, I'm not gonna lie, but it's usually when I'm not really feeling it or I need to force myself into doing it, which in turn makes me super slow. But a lot of times, once I start animating, I switch my animation music playlist called Animation Time, which I'll make public for you guys on my channel. It has over 125 songs and tracks that I listen to when it's go time. So if you like this style of music, a link to that playlist will also be in the description. I'm in no way an expert in animating and I have a lot to learn but I think we can all learn from each other and have fun along the way. I also want to make this a community based as possible, so that's why I'm taking you behind the scenes on a timeline to answer questions and now taking requests for a new series. So I do have the first 2 planned out, so if everything goes to plan by November, Fast Fan Fights will be community-based request fan series that everyone can have fun with and enjoy. Comment down below what type of fights you want to see and I'll start the list. Thank you for watching Animating with Cliff. My name is Cliff and I'll see you guys in the next one.